An Azerbaijani drone strike in the vicinity of Sotk village in Armenia's eastern Gegharkunik region today has injured 2 Armenian servicemen. The Armenian Defense Ministry reported that one of the injured servicemen was in a severe condition, but later reported that both the servicemen's lives are no longer in danger. As of 3 p.m. local time, the ministry is reporting that the situation on the border is relatively stable. Yesterday, units of the Azerbaijani army opened fire in the direction of Sotk using heavy caliber weapons, including mortars and artillery. As a result of the ensuing clashes, 4 Armenian servicemen were wounded. The ministry reported yesterday that their lives are no longer in danger. The Armenian Defense Ministry also published photographs of an Azerbaijani drone which was downed by Armenian forces. Moreover, the Karabakh Defense Army has released a statement denying reports put out by the Azerbaijani Defense Ministry that local Armenian forces in Nagorno-Karabakh have been firing at Azerbaijani positions in the Martakert, Shushi, Kashatagh and Askeran regions of Nagorno-Karabakh. Monitors of the EU civilian mission who have been deployed to the Armenian side of the border with Azerbaijan later arrived at the scene. Armenian Deputy Foreign Minister Paruyr Hovhannisyan told reporters today that Armenia is pleased with the activities of the EU mission. Hovhannisyan added that the EU observers are not supposed to react or put out statements regarding the incident in Sotk, and that their role is in fact to report directly to Brussels and the other EU member states. Their presence is already improving the situation and creates a safer environment. Of course, no one had doubts that there would be certain provocations, but at this moment we can positively assess the activity of the mission, said Hovhannisyan. In Washington, State Department spokesperson Vedant Patel said during yesterday's press briefing that the US calls on Armenia and Azerbaijan to agree on distancing their forces along the borderline, referring to the incident in the Armenian village of Sotk. Patel stated that such incidents undermine the peace process. We call on the leaders of Armenia and Azerbaijan to agree on the withdrawal of their forces along the border during the meeting in Brussels this week, Patel added. Patel moreover stated that the withdrawal of forces along the border was discussed in early May during multi-day talks held in Washington between the Armenian and Azerbaijani foreign ministers and with the mediation of US Secretary of State Antony Blinken. You can also check out the latest episode of Insights with Eric Hakopian. Eric discusses the ongoing illegal blockade of Artsakh and the emerging water crisis there. Eric also talks about the multi-day negotiations which took place between the Armenian and Azerbaijani foreign ministers in Washington, D.C., and the latest poll findings by the International Republican Institute, which showed that most Armenians think the country is heading in the wrong direction. And finally, in the run-up to Turkey's general elections on Sunday, Aras editor-in-chief Robert Koptaş joined ＳiviLNeT again to discuss the third major force in Turkish politics, the HDP, the pro-minority People's Democratic Party. Koptaş explains why the HDP is not fielding a presidential candidate and why it's endorsing Kılıçdaroğlu. He also talks about how Turkey's Armenian community perceives this electoral bloc, which is predominantly supported by the country's Kurdish minority.